Hello, second graders, and welcome to EL Lesson 47. Wow, really making progress. Please make sure you have something to write with. And as always, this book, a good attitude, or paper. So we always have to have paper and pencil when we're in class because it's really good to write notes because it helps us with our learning. So we're doing writing, so we definitely need paper and pencil right now. Now, our learning target today is I can draft the middle of my narrative based on Dr. Holly's experiences from the Masara Dig, the story of Dr. Holly Woodward Ballard. So we're writing a narrative. We've already started our narrative. We wrote our beginning. This is my beginning. I am in Hawaii, walking near a volcano. I brought my backpack with my shovel, hammer, and brush. I feel excited, but also a little nervous. What if I don't find anything? Okay, so I said where I am in Hawaii, and I had a detail about near a volcano, and in my backpack I talk about what tools I have and the feelings. So this is the beginning on page 113. Now, as we do our middle, we got to go back to page 111 because here is a planner that we have right here for us. I talked about my feelings, and here the next one says, what did you think? All right, I'm going to put myself there at the volcano. What did I think? This is dangerous. This could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. That's what I think. Okay. This could be dangerous because I'm near lava. Wow. Now, I never talked about how I found my fossil, so I'm going to have to make sure I do that. That's part of rereading. So as I'm looking at my narrative, I realize I talk about where I am. I talk about my tools. I talk about actions. I talk about walking, but I don't talk about finding it. So I'm going to have to make sure I add that when I do my narrative. So I'm missing something in my narrative I'm going to have to add. Let's read somebody else's narrative and see what they did. This is their middle. Suddenly, my dog ran away from me. He started barking. I was climbing up a big rock to get to him. Then, that's a temporal word, and suddenly talks about time. Then I saw something. What is this? I said. I used my hammer to scrape the rock. It looked like a sea creature. I had a very big skull. Okay, that's really good detail about finding the fossil. That's what we're going to really have to focus on in the middle. Ooh, there's even more detail and verbs. I kept scraping, that's a verb, an action, and could see more of the creature. I was surprised at how big it was. This is so big, I can't get this out myself, I thought. Feelings, surprised. This is really good. All right. So I'm going to have to remember I'm missing a big chunk. So on page 114, let's begin to write our middle. Okay? So in our middle, we're talking about actions, thoughts, and feelings. Okay? And finding the fossil. So let's do that now. Let's take a minute. Okay. So I'm in Hawaii. I got closer to the volcano, walking along the rim. That's the edge. When suddenly, that's a temporal word. That talks about time. When suddenly I saw something in the hardened rock. Okay. This is my middle. I got closer to the volcano, walking along the rim, when suddenly I saw something in the hardened rock. I got out my tools. And began to scrape. That's a verb. Dig is a verb. Dig, what is it? Dig, scrape, brush. All those are action verbs. I got out my tools and began to scrape. Okay. I got closer to the volcano, walking along the rim, when suddenly I saw something in the rock. Exclamation point. I got out my tools and began to scrape. So I am now working on my middle, and I have a beginning as well. So we will continue to work on this week. I will see all my writers in small groups. Thank you for your attention, and get writing.